Put me in, coach. Today we are talking about Kevin Durant versus LeBron James. So KD versus LeBron James. This is part two for me, right? So before we get into this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell like an open jump shot. Most importantly, share this video like an assist because we're talking basketball here. So in the first video, I told you guys, I gave you the breakdown as far as like the individual award comparisons, but now let's go ahead and let's just simply look at the play. So, and when I say play, I mean like, the games played and what's happening in these games, right? The happening part of the games. Already talked about all the awards and the accolades, right? The biggest thing we got to keep in mind is this. LeBron has been to the finals 10 times. KD 3 times, right? And the only reason he won is because he has Steph and Clay, two of the best shooters to ever play in the NBA. That's hard to beat. Now, with that being said, right, throwing that completely out the window, Kevin Durant had an amazing Game 5. But what happened in Game 6? See, what Kevin Durant is going to have to do, because I have heard for years and years and years that the Eastern Conference is just a cakewalk. So Kevin Durant should be cakewalking to the NBA Finals, right? That's what should be happening, because truth be told, Giannis is terrified of KD. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this where, Giannis should actually be matched up with Kevin Durant because they're pretty much the same position, height, weight, size, all that. I mean, Giannis probably has the athletic advantage over KD, but KD most definitely has the skill advantage. Now, why am I still comparing LeBron to KD? Well, because when we talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron James, the thing that comes up is 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6-0 in the finals, right? But when we talk about KD, nobody's really saying he's the best player ever, right? And if you are saying that, you're definitely wrong, because you have to create a new category for Kevin Durant where you could say best scorer, most skilled scorer, right? Because then you have a way better argument, because the way Kevin Durant shoots, how tall he is, how long his arms are, all of those things play a huge factor in who he is and what he does. Now, talking about LeBron, right? I'm just going to keep saying that because that's what Jordan fans say when it comes to LeBron, 6-0, right? So I'm going to just keep saying LeBron went to the finals 10 times. 10 times. And out of all of those times he's went, there's been a bunch of times where majority of the people on this planet, matter of fact, I'm going to go even deeper and I'm going to say majority of people who watch basketball couldn't have told you who LeBron had on those Cleveland teams when he was making it to the finals, whether he was in that he had this thing going where he went 8 straight times to the NBA Finals. Right? Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt a lot. Just like when he was in Miami. D-Wade and Chris Bosh was hurt a lot. Right? But again, when talking about Kevin Durant, this is his chance to now prove. He can prove it. He can single-handedly prove if he's better than LeBron, because he just needs to get to the finals over and over and over and over and over again. So we're going to see if that's going to happen, because once again, Giannis is terrified of KD, which means whoever else is trying to guard him, he clearly has the size advantage, the size and the height advantage, right? Kevin Durant said something that was really interesting after their game, after that amazing Game 5 that they had. He said something interesting, and it went along the lines of this. I'm always asked to do this every single night, but I don't always do it. It's a lot of work. Grabbing rebounds, distributing the ball. Guess what? That's what LeBron does. And even though we're talking about LeBron and Kevin Durant, and we know Kevin Durant is a way better scorer, Their point totals is pretty much the same. The biggest difference is the assists and the rebounds, which is how you control the flow of the game, right? Offensively and defensively. Because you make the decisions on who get the score. And you control the pace of the game as well. So again, I'm saying all of this to simply say Kevin Durant now has to prove, actually, he's going to prove if he's better than LeBron or not with this year's team. Because this Brooklyn team is not a terrible team. Outside of Kyrie being hurt and James Harden being hurt, they still got some good players over there. Jeff Green, Blake Griffin, they even got a couple defenders. They still have DeAndre Jordan. I don't know why they're not using them. But again, the overall point that I'm making is Kevin Durant is going to prove by winning or losing if he's better than LeBron. So, with all that being said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This was LeBron versus KD, and once again, it's still LeBron. But what I'm saying is, in this video, KD has the chance to prove to y'all, because I already know LeBron's better. But for everybody out there who thinks Kevin Durant is better than LeBron, I get it. He's a better scorer, but he's not a better player. He's going to prove it to y'all, or he's going to prove it to me. Either way it goes, I'm happy to see it. So, once again, thank y'all for tuning in. See you on the next video. Peace.